Alright guys, a little while back on this channel I did a Fallout 4 wishlist video, and I got some things right and some not right. I mean, it wasn't a guess thing, but I got some things I wanted and some things I didn't get. Some things that I wanted I didn't get. One of them off the top of the head is that I want it to be for both consoles, like both generations of consoles, 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4. I didn't get that, which kind of sucks, really, but in the end, it's better for the game. Like, because in the long run, that means that the game will be better quality because it's only on next-gen consoles, which have, capability of playing better games. The game will be huge, which is awesome. But I thought I would do a Fallout 4 video now that is what we know about the game so far. And I have a list here, of course, and I'll just go through and just talk about the few things that we know, or the things that we know. So far, okay, in an interview at E3, after E3, Todd Howard said that one of the questions he got was, well, what's the size of the map? And you can't really, you can't really give an exact size. That's just, you just can't. But what he said is that it's about the size of Skyrim, which is good. Skyrim's a huge game, if you don't know. For some reason, you're watching this video and you don't know that. But the thing is, it's more dense than Skyrim, because Skyrim has a lot of space in between towns and things like that. And what he said in the interview himself was that, because you got like mountains in Skyrim, okay? Those are big ass obstacles in your way, but they're hollow. Like, there's nothing, you just walk over them. That's all they're there for. So you take away things like mountains and you replace it with, like, buildings, possibly buildings that are accessible, which would be pretty awesome. So, like, it's more dense, so technically it'll seem bigger than Skyrim because there's probably a lot more going on. Possibility of vehicles now, which was something I wanted in my wishlist video, but we don't know. Or at least I don't know yet. I'm not caught up on all my Fallout 4 news all the way, but there's vertibirds and things like that in the game, and you can get in them. Like, you can call in a vertibird and ride it, and like use the turret and stuff on the vertibird. I don't know yet if you can drive it. That's the only thing. The special system returns, which is like the strength, perception, all that stuff. Kind of cool to see that's back. We assumed it would be. Weapon mods. I wanted more weapon mods in my wishlist video. Boy, did they give that to me. Holy shit. You can literally build weapons from like the ground up. And Todd Howard said that there's over 700 attachments. That makes me a little moist, if you know what I'm saying. That is... Oh my god, that is so good. Like, if you haven't seen the E3 video and like gameplay trailer and all that shit, you need to just, while you're watching this video, go watch that. That is so much better. You can build your own safe houses. I'm not sure if after E3, if they've done a video more in depth on this, but you can, from the ground up, build your own safe houses. Like, you can gather like tires and like random like supplies and use that to build your own safe houses. And you can put like automated turrets and for when raiders will attack your safe house, and it's insane. Like, that is something that I wouldn't even thought like in my wishlist video. Like, if I would have even thought about that, like making your own shit from the ground up. But I could have, though, if I had thought about it, because Skyrim has that DLC Hearthfire where you can create your own houses and shit. And I don't know why that just never... I mean, obviously they're going to take aspects of from Skyrim and put them in the next Fallout game, and I don't know why that never clicked. You got return enemies, like we got death claws, mole rats, which look crazy. The rat scorpions come up from the ground now, like you'll just be walking and then just multiple of them will come up off the ground. Yaoguais are back. The Protectrons are back. So, and ghouls look super scared. They look like actual zombies now, more so than ghouls. They just like run at you in like hordes, but they run fast. It's not just like the typical ghoul where they have like their arms up running at you. There's new factions, at least one new faction. I think they're either the Minutemen or like Frontier Men or something. It wears like the like a cowboy hat with one side up and there's like a feather in it. Kind of cool. Look, I think they're a good faction, kind of good guys. There's some new enemies at least. Like I said, I'm not totally caught up on this before. I just want to do this video just to get it out there on what I know about the game. But in the E3 and gameplay trailer, you see the guy fighting an android. It looks almost like something from Terminator. Like, it's not exactly a robot. It looks more humanoid. So it's pretty awesome, which we kind of assumed would be in the game. And officially announced we're in Boston, which is what for years now we've been talking about the next game being in Boston, which I guess when I seen some leaked info a long time ago about it being in Boston, and I kind of always had that up here, and I guess that was I mean, that guy was right. Whoever leaked that information, he wasn't lying. We're in Boston / Commonwealth. Commonwealth is like, it's androids and like, you know, probably like energy weapons and shit. It's gonna be a pretty cool environment. I don't know much about Boston, so like, I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, get all excited when I'm walking around because I don't really know anything about Boston. But I know we got like landmarks, like statues and stuff that are from Boston. I know that there's a town, I think, that's inside the baseball stadium or whatever you call a baseball place, maybe baseball field. I don't know, but there's a town that's inside of that, which is pretty cool. We have a pre-war story, which is a first for at least. I started playing the series at Fallout 3, so I don't know about it. I don't know about Fallout Tactics 1 or 2, none of that shit. But as far as I know, this is the first one where we get a pre-war like sequence. Like, you get to play this story before the bombs ever drop. Pretty badass. If you see the E3 trailer, you know what I'm talking about. You also wake up, I think they said like, you go into the vault, and then you're the only survivor of the vault, so we don't know how everybody dies. You wake up 200 years after the bombs drop, which also doesn't make sense because you're human, unless you're an android, which there's some speculation that you yourself are an android since you're in Boston, Commonwealth. There's also speculation that maybe you'll go into like a cryogenic freezing thing, and maybe you wake up and like everybody else is dead or everybody else is gone, whatever the case is. But yeah, you can play the pre-war, which is pretty awesome. The devs, like the developers of the game, like Todd Howard himself and all of them, some of them have played 400 plus hours on Fallout 4, and they haven't seen everything, which is fucking amazing. Like, I put in some hours on some Fallout. In one file, I don't know that I put in 400 hours, but accumulative through multiple files of Skyrim and Fallout, I've definitely done that. But for one file to play 400 hours plus and not see everything, and you helped make the game, that's just, oh my god. Some recent news that dropped was that there's no level cap for the game. Like, they took that from Skyrim as well. There's no level cap. You can just keep leveling, which means essentially if there's perks and stuff, you can get every perk, as far as I know. And then you can continue playing after the main story. You can do that in Fallout 3 with the Broken Steel DLC. It allows you to play after the story. After you beat the main story, you'd wake up and get to do like a bunch of Enclave bullshit, which is pretty badass. Skyrim, I think you could too. New Vegas, you couldn't. Even with DLC like added on, once you take the dam, like the game ends and you load up from when you saved beforehand. So pretty cool that you can do that. That was supposed to be the end of the video, but I just remembered something. Really cool aspect to like the modding and all that shit is like every item now has a use. Like every item for whenever you craft like weapons, maybe even your house stuff too. Like, say you get like wrenches, like you can take whenever you do your building or your modding, you can like turn that wrench into like, you know, some metal or whatever you need to make a weapon. Like every item now has value. Like, you don't need to just grab up every tin can and every like teddy bear and like just sell them for caps. You can use them now to make things. But that's what I know so far. As more information comes out, definitely more things will come out as we get closer to the release of Fallout 4, which is in November, I think. October, November. So once more information comes out, I'll make more videos, but I just thought I'd catch everybody up to what I know so far that you may not have known.